Hello and welcome back to another character creation video. My name is Lumin and today we are having a look at Dice Gambit. Shape and lead your own fully customizable and debt-ridden family of Inquisitors in charge of hunting the chromatic monsters infesting the city of Neotalis. Unlock unique abilities, hang out with eccentric nobles, learn the secrets the city holds while occasionally delivering ice cream. The game features turn-based combat, dice rolling, base and noble family management, socializing, and so much more, including, obviously, character creation and customization, which, to be honest, came as a bit of a surprise to me. I'm so impressed by what they have on offer, but like initially when I saw this game, I didn't think any of that would even be here. So, hey, man, and it's all in a pretty cool and unique stylized look. I dig it. Hey, if you'd like to do a deep dive to discover all there is to discover about Dice Gambit, you can find some links below. And as always, there will be timestamps. Use those to find what you're looking for here and leave satisfied, because there's quite a bit on offer, right? You can also find my links below, my coffee page, my Twitch channel, and all the rest. I do appreciate it when you guys check those out. In this video, we're looking at all the stuff that's available in the initial character creation. That includes full customization on both male and female characters. There's also some randomization, dice customization, the difficulty options, and like so much more. There's just a lot. Okay, there's a lot. We're gonna get started now. I apologize if I miss anything because the menu, it's busy. There's a lot going on here. There's just so much going on here. I am gonna start sort of somewhat at the top and I'm gonna work my way down. That said, I'm gonna break that rule immediately by not clicking on the randomize button just yet. We will get to that. I'll start with the names. You can enter your name, or you can just randomize one. It's pretty cool. They give you some nice sort of fit-in names for the theme of the game, or you can just enter your own, as you'd like. I can just put in old Lurm and Slurm here. There you go. Why not? Why the heck not? Now, the first set of colors that you have access to over here, they are for your outfit, but also your dice. You can randomize them, as you can see. And there's a fantastically massive selection if you want to come in and customize it. They have basically all that you'd need, and the best part is that the colors translate very nicely. It's like a one-to-one kind of thing. What you see is what you get, right? So you jump in here, you see a color you like, you click it, and that color is on your character. There isn't some weird little translation that happens and then it spits out a different color. No, it happens sometimes though. You got your main and two accents. You do whatever you want with them. I'm going to go Bumblebee, because why not? There we go. Once you've done that, you can move on. This is probably the most important part. I sort of like the randomization, you know? I'm a fan of just randomizing and finding something that looks good and then taking it from there. But if you're not such a big fan of that, you can also use the presets that they have made here. They are phenomenal starting points. They basically give you all that you need. However, because we're going to be jumping into all the customization stuff now, because we're going to start on, you know, male customization and female customization and stuff, I want to first show you what you can do while you're in the creator. So you can look at different expressions on your character, which is kind of shocking once more, because it means that they've got the faces all fully animated and set up to have different expressions, which is really cool. You can see what they look like: happy, angry, sad, shocked, and then you can have a look at the default expression. You can see the attack expression, the hit expression, success, and failure. That's cool. It's nice that they give you that preview there. And again, it's really nice that your character is actually fully animated. Now, the presets. These are both male and female presets, as you can see. This is the one I started on. They have a nice mix here. I really dig the outfits. The overall just visual style that they went with is wow. And I mean, in terms of the variety that they have here, it's not great for the presets themselves, but I think that doesn't really matter. Like, just because of how much more you can do, you'll see in just a moment. It's like, hey man, you don't really need the presets. You can go custom and you can make your own, so you can save it here for later use. But we're moving on. Now, I'm going to start with the female customization. So we'll do the full female customization, then we'll come back and do male after that. What you do here is you select your body type right now, right? So you can pick your male or female body type. You can see that they have different outfits, which is awesome. And the outfits are awesome. They just look fantastic. there's just so much detail on them, and it's all customizable, which just makes it even better. So good selection that can sort of funnel you into, I'm not going to say different play styles, but different display styles, right? So you're not actually picking a sword-wielding character when you pick this. You're not actually picking a prissy noble in a dress when you pick this one. You know, it's just a visual representation of your character. You do you with this stuff. But I think it's really cool, the way that they've made all of these. There's a lot of character here. There's a lot of personality here. There's just a lot going on overall. And yeah, man, it's an absolute pleasure to see. It really is. Really is. So that's it for the outfits. I'm going to pick something... I really like this one. She looks eager to get out there. This one actually looks even more eager to get out there. You can see the split between the face, the head, that we're going to customize now, and the body. It's kind of cool. Let's take this one and let's try and match the energy of the top to the bottom, right? Now, moving on to the head. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. You get to pick the head shape. But before I do that, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a different hairstyle so that we can sort of see a little better what's going on. I apologize, I'm sort of spoiling some stuff here. I just don't want the sort of lines to be hidden, right? So for the head shape, you basically pick in your jawline, your face, your ears, some accessories. There's just like, I mean, look at this. There's just a lot of stuff here, and you can see there's sort of like a bandana under the hair now. There's a headband over there. There's just a lot going on. So, I mean, I guess essentially I should have taken the hair off entirely, but then it gives you a sort of a false representation of what you're busy making. But it's a lot of stuff. Okay, needless to say, there's a lot of options here. For the purposes of this video, let's go with a sort of normal one, right? Let's go onto the nose. This is kind of cute. I love this. There's a lot of really good options here. It's just like, I mean, come on, look at that. The first option, is that like a little mouse or is it a cat? I don't know. But there's a lot of different ones here. And again, it's really cool that all of this is animated, you know? Look at this. Look how many noses there are. Look how many. It just keeps going. Like, have you ever seen so many noses in a character creation system? Oh my goodness. And each of them is different from the last. Look at that. Sheesh. It's cool, right? It's cool. You can even go for the Githyanki nose. Like, I don't know where I would go for, like, where's the normal one? Like this one, maybe? I don't know. What is normal, even, at this point? Now, the mouth. Like I said, I want to try and match the energy here. So perhaps, you know, just because we'll go for the cat snoot. Or whatever that is. And then let's try get a mouth to match. I actually haven't even looked at these yet. I just know there's a lot. Oh my goodness, I see them. They're coming up here. Oh, two fizz. I love it. I love it, dude. I love it. Yeah, so, I mean, come on. This is like, it's insane. It's so cool. Oh, man. It's already so fun. There's just so much here. You know? What is that? Is she sweating? It's so cool. I like how some of them are like really serious and then others are just like mega derpy. Ooh, look at that one. I love it, dude. I love it. There's so many good options here. Let's take the sweating one. It's so good because she's like standing there and she's like, it was this big. I need the eyes. I need the eyes now. Okay, we're gonna put some freckles on as well. These ones. And then blushes. Oh yeah, yeah. Dude. Definitely putting some blushes on as well. We'll take this this one. No? This one. Yeah, it suits it. Okay, sorry. I'm having fun with this, alright? Eyes. So the first one's the eye shape. This is where we're really gonna get creative now. It's so good. It's so good. By the way, we're gonna get to the colors afterwards. You'll see it down here. You can put everything together and then you do the colors at the end. I mean, I can do it as I go through here, but I'm looking at the options first. I know it's not ideal, but I'm looking at the options first, then I'm going for the colors. Look at this. There's so many eyes. There's the sweating one. It's the matching one. I like that. I like it a lot. I want one that's sort of, yeah, one of these that's sort of like terror-filled. This one. There we go. Okay. Eyebrows. Needless to say, there's a lot of eyebrows as well. pretty cool. This is so well done, man. Let's go for something sort of regular. Yeah, like that. I like eyebrows, so... Hair. As I mentioned, the colors down here, we'll get to that when we get to that. The hair is split in 2 parts. You can do the front hair and the back hair. Very cool. I love modular systems like this. And it's even cooler because there's just so much of it. And the amount of different types of hairstyle. Like, I mean, look at this. There's even a unicorn. I mean, I guess it's a unicorn. I don't know what I don't know if I'd actually call it a unicorn. Sorry, I lost my place for a second. You can get some horns as well. I don't know if these are real, if you're actually making like a horned character, or if you're like, yeah, maybe she's horned, maybe she's just got like a little Alice band on pretending to be horned. It's tough to say at this point. I think either could fit quite well with the personality of this game. It's tough, yeah, but I like the fact that we have the option. That's super cool. Wow. Lots of really fun styles, and I mean, like, it doesn't end, right? It just keeps going, as you can see here. They don't really limit you all that much either. You sort of just keep going. Long, short, sort of full-bodied, far more scant. There's just, like, everything, man. They've got, like, I mean, look at that. Skulls and lightning bolts. Like, why would you even... There's a eye patch. There's a crown. There's ear... Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I mean, there it is, dude. I'm gonna take... It's covering the face a little much, so... But I mean, we're done with that, so let's take this one with the skulls on. Back hair. Wow. It just gets better, dude. Look how big this hair is. You can even get some ears sticking out the bottom. Check it out. That is... Wow. Yeah, man, yeah. It looks really bad when you look at it here, but then when you actually put it on your character, it looks really good. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's all I can say. They have a phenomenal selection here. I mean, this is... It's sort of... It's catching me off guard completely. Like, why do they have so much in this game? They keep saying, oh, we're a small indie team making a passion project. Yeah, I can see that, guys, but, like, come on. How do you have so much passion among all of you? One of the... Whoever worked on this, they need a raise. They need a raise. Whoever did the character creator and all these different stuff, give them a raise. What are they getting paid right now? Double it. Double it. And then have them train some more people to work like that. I'm putting this one on. It's nice and crazy and busy. Yeah, it's phenomenal. They did awesome work. And next up we have personality. This is a menu that I didn't quite understand all that well. Now, you pick 2 here, right? You can pick, on the one side, arrogant, bored, childish, clueless, crazy, creep. I like that. Masochist. I'll get to hot-tempered now. I'll show you now. Hot-tempered. Masochist. Optimist. We're waiting for optimist. Oh, is that optimist? Pessimist. There we go. So you pick the one you want, but I'm not entirely sure why there's 2. So you pick in 2, and it's sort of like your character cycles between them as far as I understand. So I'm going to take crazy and creep. That just sort of sums up my character quite nicely. Then we're going to move on to the voices. Now this is kind of tough, right? Because I just want to say they're quite quiet. So I'm going to stop talking for a moment and I'll boost the volume way up and you can listen. It's just a bunch of grunts, but like still, it's important. That's it. You pick the voice you want, and then you move on. Now, the dice customization is actually up next. I am going to wait with that, and I'm going to show you the colors first. So, essentially, you got the colors down here. From the start, you can do your skin tones. It's interesting to me that they have so many colors in some of the other spots, but then here they sort of ground it a little more in reality. Not a problem, and it's not completely grounded in reality, but like you can go from a sort of pale tone all the way down to a darker, and they give you the warm and the cool tones here, which is kind of nice. And then you can go to this like orc green also. It's not really green. It's like a mucky brown. I don't know. I feel like there's a bit of green in there. Here's the nice, like the regular brown, and then this one is sort of off a little bit, which is cool. It's a fit-in color for this style. For mine, I'm gonna go super pale because I want to make the hair and stuff contrasty. And that said, with the hair and stuff, there's just a nuts amount of colors. Once again, same as the colors that you did for the outfit up there. You get to do whatever it is you like over here. I am a massive fan of how bright and vibrant this looks when you apply these colors. You get to do 2 different colors here. For my character specifically, the black looks awesome. It's a great looking black, by the way. I think that they've done well on that. You can enable the highlights, and then you can throw some color in there. I'm going to throw the green in because I think that suits it quite well. For the eyes, let's go for the deepest black, and then you can also do heterochromia. I'll do the other one, the green, just because I think it looks cool. Other way around might look better. There you go. Now, you can also randomize that if you like. And as I mentioned, the outfits, you can change the colors up here as well. Now, it looks a little weird because I have the outfit and whatever. It's whatever. Now we're moving on to the dice, right? Moving on to the dice. It's quite important because this is something you're going to be using literally every step of the way. So you get to customize a symbol here. That will be just the one symbol that you pick and choose. And I like that on its own. It's pretty cool. I'm just going to go... I wish there was a skull, but we're going to go for the heart. I realize what these are. It's sort of like a mix of card stuff and some other stuff, but I would have liked the skull anyway. Pick the heart. Then you can pick the pattern, which is once again very cool. I love this. And this is like a fully 3D dice, by the way. Like when you play in the game, it's 3D rendered. It's not this like 2D flat style that they have here. Very, very nice looking in the game. You pick something that you like here. And there's a lot of stuff to like. It's nice. I'll take a plain one like this. And then you pick a treatment for your dice, which is where I actually want it to be. You get to pick like a little starry backdrop, which is awesome. And when I change the colors, you'll see how it works a little better. So for the colors over here, let's pick something, or let's randomize to get something slightly brighter. I'm not sure how exactly this works. So there's the black one. And then let's put the accents on brighter colors. So let's make like, so we can see what they are. A white one. There we go. As you can see, let's do the green like we had. You change the colors, you mix and match, you make it the way you want it, and then you have these, there's a mirror one where it reflects what's inside. This one here, I kind of struggle to make that look like anything good. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there, but the stars are really nice. So I would most likely go with that. There you go. All right. Pretty cool, huh? I'd say, yeah. That does basically bring us to the end of the female customization. You can obviously jump through now and keep going. You can finish up and take this character the way it is. You can. I would personally here, I would change the outfit a little bit. I would probably pick... I like this outfit because it comes with this pose, but I would probably pick some different colors here. I would make the... And I'm not sure why sometimes it seems to lock the colors. As you can see, like I'm not changing the color right now on the outfit. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but it sometimes doesn't do that. But might just be a bug. With that said and done, let us jump onto the male customization. We're going to start with this fellow over here. I like it. He's just happy to be here, man. We'll start on that and we'll jump over here and I'll show you the outfits. This is a good place to begin. Now, it's working again. You can change the colors. Let's pick something that's somewhat masculine. This is good. And hey, check it out. Immediately we have some different stuff. Here's like a plate mail with a cool cape. I'd probably end up... Oh, geez, there's a bigger one down there. Taking something like that. You don't get to change the size, like the bulk of the body all that much. But there are some nice choices here that I feel can definitely give you some different feeling. Like this guy, look at him. He's got the standard of his family draped over his shoulder. What more could you want? But no, we're going to the plate mail. That's what more you could want. Plate mail. That's the answer, guys. That's the answer. Let's change this one to like a white. There we go. Now, head. You will immediately notice that there's some new stuff here that we didn't have before. Beards. Yeah, you got a lot of the old stuff, the same stuff that we had, like the different ears, the different head covers, and the different face shapes and head shapes overall. But there are some unique ones to male, which I like, and we'll probably go with a beard, because why not? And I think that in terms of variety and in terms of the way that they are representing these different things, like, this is excellent. I love the way that they do stubble. It's just such a cool way of showing it. It's nice, and they definitely cover pretty much every base I could think of, and then they sort of just go even harder, and they cover bases that I had not even considered. You know, they have the bigger beards, the smaller beards. I mean, I will admit that I would have liked the scarred face on the female side as well, and a few other things could have crossed over there. But I mean, geez, like on both sides, there's just so much, and it's pretty cool. As I mentioned, I think we will go for a beard. I just don't want to go for the full beard because it will cover the mouth and the nose, and like let's go for like a, I don't know, man. I can do the bottom, the hanging beard, this one. There we go. All right, perfect. Then nose. It's a lot of noses. We're not making a cat this time. Maybe we'll make a Githyanki. That's a possibility. I don't know, because we've got the nose over there. Lots of different noses here. This is almost exactly the same as on the female side of things. I've only checked like a few of them just to make sure that there is actually a difference and there's a reason to go for both male and female customization. There is. You know, if you want to see everything that's on offer, you either randomize or you go through both of them, because there is definitely stuff on the one that's not on the other. So yeah, take a moment, take your time, and see what you need to see. Let's go with that nose. It looks good. Mouth. A decent selection here, I would say. I'm going to take one that's not toothy. I'm going to take one that suits the character. I don't know what suits the character just yet. I actually feel like somewhat it makes a little more sense perhaps starting on the colors down here instead of starting on the rest of the character, because, you know, you can already set sort of basically what you want to do up right from the get-go with the colors. So for a mouth, a slightly more normal one, we're going to go with this. Then we're going to move on to the freckles. No freckles on our dude right now. We're going to keep the freckles off, but there they are. The blushes, also no blushes. We're going to make a confident fellow who is ready for anything. Let's just go with that. Eyes. Speaking of which, already. I love, by the way that the eyes overlap here and stick over the edge and stuff like that. It's just, it's the art style and the way they've implemented it is excellent. Oh, we could make a really tired dude. Yeah, man. Oh my god. I'll make him look how I feel. How's that? Yeah. Oh god. Let's do it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Oh my god. Yeah, there we go. There we go, fellow. That's it. Yeah. Eyebrows, bushy. Bushier, better. The bushier, the better. We're gonna make this guy so hair-ridden that they're gonna think it's a disease. I mean, I look at these and I'm like, hey man, you sculpted this. But that ain't bushy enough. There we go. Alright. I like it. Moving on, hair. This is pretty exciting. The hair selection is awesome. Now, it's split. You have front hair and back hair, and on the males you have mustaches as well. But with the modular system, you sort of get to mix and match. Yeah, so you first pick this one that you want, and you can even do stuff like add horns or whatever. A few different options here. And I wonder if there's something that can match my plate mail. I don't know. That hat at the top there was kind of similar. Not the same, but similar. And then once you got what you want here, then you can jump onto the back hair and you can do that. And also the mustaches and stuff. This one kind of looks cool. I don't know. These are mostly shared, male and female. Like I think there might be one or two. Yeah, I think we're going to go with the crown, to be honest. Yeah, well, it might be one or two that are unique. I like the crown. Back hair. Great selection here. Slightly less, as far as I can tell, on the male character. Only slightly. Not sure how much hair I want him to have. I'd say that's a good one to have. There we go. And then mustaches. There's not a huge selection of mustaches, but I'll be honest, there's probably enough. It's good. I think that this one kind of suits us, but as does this one. That one, it maybe, yeah, this is probably a little better. I like that. All right. Then, personality. I'm not entirely sure how this works. I mentioned it on the female side of things. I'm not entirely sure basically how you actually get to see this. I imagine the way that this works is your character is going to have these expressions when they talk into people, when they interact with the world. Yeah. But basically you pick 2 of them. There's creep, hot-tempered, masochist, optimist. You pick 2, and those are your choices. Those are your character. I'm going to go with arrogant and bored. They seem to suit each other quite well. And then we're going to do the voice quickly, then we'll move on to the colors. Okay, I'm going to stop talking, and I'm going to boost the volume. There you go. Now, when you've done that, you can do the colors. Now, I will mention, I think, again, I said this already earlier, I believe it might make more sense doing the colors right at the start after you pick your body. I didn't go with that, unfortunately. so here we are doing the colors now. Skin tones. Pretty cool. Looks a little weird, I'm sorry, with the blue hair. We'll get to that right now. There's a good selection, semi-grounded in reality, where you have sort of like regular skin tones here, from the lightest all the way through to the darker tones, and then this one over here. I'm going to go with something in the middle for this dude. There we go. And then for the hair, I'm going to go a little darker, or a little lighter. I mean, I think in this case, the white would actually look quite nice. I think that's quite a good look for the character. Then you can also highlight it. And as I mentioned, there's just a lot here. Right, so as an example, if I show you all the way through here, the colors that you have to choose from, they apply wonderfully to what's on show. Like, what you see here is exactly what you get in when you select the color, and it's awesome. I believe that you can make a lot of really fun, colorful, vibrant creations. Then here I am making a monochromatic with a splash of dark blue. I just think this looks right. I think it looks nice. Yeah, I like it. I like throwing the little bit of silver in there. It looks nice. Then you can change the eye colors. In this specific situation, the eyes are quite subdued as an effect, but because they're so small. But yeah, they look nice. Then you can add heterochromia as well, if you like. Now, the dice is your final port of call. This customization is also tied to the colors up here at the top, and when you randomize it, it does your outfit plus your dice. It's locked together. So I would say essentially that actually looks quite nice as well. You wanna match them up and then sort of leave it there. You can pick the one face of your dice as your own symbol. Take the star in this case. Then you can pick a pattern on the dice as well. Looks pretty nice. There you go. Let's take this. This one is nice, yeah. And then you can pick the treatment, which is a little hard to see with the one that I've just picked and with the colors that I have. But essentially the treatment is an effect that it adds to the dice, like twinkling stars, like a reflection, and so on and so forth. Pretty cool, right? It's nice. And the dice, you see this all the time, like constantly. It's a big thing. Now, as we are finished with the male customization, we are going to fully randomize. Finally, it's time. This will give you a fantastic look at what's available. I'm not the most creative person when it comes to making characters, so let me show you this, and you will see some of what you can do, because there's a lot of really nice stuff. I mean, the game, look at it. It's just so colorful. It's so cool. There's so many nice options. That's beautiful. Check it out. That I really feel you could sit for a long time in here, making stuff, making different characters with different personalities, and you wouldn't get bored. So much on offer. Really, so much. You can also, as I've shown throughout, randomize certain parts only. Like the colors over here, like the colors over there, and so on and so forth. But yeah, that's also up to you. I mean, personally, I would rather just jump in and make my own character, because there's just, again, so much that you can do. When you're done randomizing, when you're done creating, when you're done with all of that stuff, you can jump through and do your difficulties. These are, I want to say, unimportant, because, you know, for right now, the purposes of this video, but I will just go through them very briefly and show you what you can do. I say it's unimportant because you're going to want to jump in here and choose for yourself when you actually play in the game. And if you play in the game, well, you will understand what they mean more so than you would right now. Essentially, however, quite easily you can tell here, Travelers, for those who want a frictionless playthrough. Easier experience where you can explore the game at your own tempo. Yeah, and then they tell you who it's recommended for. So Squires, for those who want an approachable playthrough. Moderate experience, where no mistake is too dire to recover from. The Knight is for those who want a fair challenge. Formidable, with few too many mistakes will bring severe repercussions. They say this is the best one for the first playthrough. It's the most fair one, basically. Then you can start adding difficulty that you want. You know, you can just start throwing extra stuff in there to make it harder for you. That's if you want to, well, flex your tactical prowess. A hard experience. And then there's Commander, which is a brutal experience. And then you can do custom, where you can just mix and match your own goodies if you want as well. Right? Then the final screen here is just a little recap of what you've created. And then you're good to go. You click start and you play in the game. We're done. There we go. And that brings us to the outro. I have so many good things to say. The art style and the models and the outfits and all the rest are just phenomenal. It's wow. It's all just so expressive and stylish. And the amount of options in here, it's actually kind of insane. And again, this is like a really small indie team. I can't praise them enough. They've done amazingly well. And I really can't think of a single thing to fault here, or that they need to add, or anything. That's it. I don't need to say any more. And for those considering trying the game, I will say things just get better after character creation. There's just a lot of quirky and interesting and cool fun to be had. There's just more and more and more good stuff. So that's it, I'm done. Thanks for watching. You guys can, as always, give this video a like and share it and do all that other good stuff. You can find my links below. My Ko-fi page, my Twitch channel, and all the rest. And you can also subscribe here to the channel. Hey, if you guys are playing Dice Gambit, enjoy. Happy that.